Welcome to Joltis. A very cloudy day indeed. After 29 races, we've come to our championship finale here at Joltis Mega Super Speedway. It all comes down to 3 drivers. We will discuss those drivers in a bit, but after this long 30-week journey, it's finally going to come to an end. We're going to crown ourselves a champion tonight. You are seeing this for the first time ever that both the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series will both have their season finales later on, coming on by for the Cup Series and today for the Xfinity, as well as also signups for the Spectrum Cup Series. So quite a busy day nonetheless. But let's get ourselves a race. Let's get on down. On the pole for this one is going to be Austin Yoakum. Next to him, Patrick Smith. Third, TJ Haley. Fourth, Daniel Olson. Fifth, Nicholas Guerra. Sixth, Eugene Max. Seventh is Sebastian Kukulon. He'll be going to the ARCA Series after this season. Eighth, Rob Evans. Ninth is Carter Freeze, completing the top 10. Matthew Eves. Let's find our championship competitors that are there. If you look carefully, you're going to see with the lineup going on by. Other notables there. I want to mention Benny Watson. He's in his final start altogether. Skylar Dixon, that's one of the championship competitors. He is the points leader by 7 points over Michael Walton. Which, speaking of him, he is second in the points, 7 back. And this is also his final start altogether. Best of luck to Michael if he can get the job done. And there's our third and final competitor, Andrew Miller. He is a total of 10 points back. He really needs a miracle if he can get something done here. The middles are making their final starts there. Elijah Leonard in the 87. Riley Keith in the 3. Marty Johnson in the 4. As we look through here, some drivers also going to be part of the Cup Series next season. Jake Baskinger, he's in his final start altogether. And on the final row, we have Vince Freeze and Steve Pollard. So quite an interesting look nonetheless. Again, just want to go through that championship situation right now. Skylar Dixon, Michael Walton, and Andrew Miller. The 3 that's left between Dixon and Walton is 7 points. Dixon and Miller, 10 points. So it should be interesting. 21 laps that's going to be here for today's race. And we're trying to find a good angle, but of course it's not really TV one. But let's get on down trackside to get the command to fire the engines for the final time this season.
Drivers, start your engines!
Bittersweet how you're hearing that, folks. This race is going to be really, really, really interesting. Now, it may not be the bigger battle of the 2 series because the Cup Series still has quite a number of drivers that are battling out for this championship, but you see all 42 cars are rolling on off. That's a good sign right there. Who's going to win not only this race altogether, but the championship? All 3 of these drivers have never won a championship before. Remember Michael Walton's situation? He was a Cup driver for at least 4 seasons. He got demoted to Xfinity mainly due to the fact they didn't make it on time in the signups. And now this is his one and only shot to get a championship. Skylar Dixon has been a part of the, at the time, T-Mobile Cup Series for a couple seasons. Finally getting his opportunity in Xfinity, and he has been outstanding this season for Archangel. Archangel shutting down at the end of the season. Andrew Miller, he's been outstanding for Bishop Family Racing. Missed out in the chase, made it by the LCQ. This is the farthest any of those drivers have came on in. So best of luck to those 3. Green the flag is out, and we're underway at Joltis for the finale. I'll tell you what, folks, the NRSL 300 going on by. This is a very big one here, and Yoakum off to a good start so far. For those who have never been to Joltis, this thing is massive. This thing is big. You could do 4 wide. You could do 5 wide. Heck, you could even do 6 wide if necessary. Not be the best strategy, but you get what I mean. It is that insane. Haley now under fire from Nicholas Guerra and Carter Friesen. Almost forgot to mention, too, Sedkeep Motorsports, after this race, they will be folding up at the end of the season. all their drivers that were there. And like I mentioned, Kukulon was the only one that did not get a ride for next season in the Xfinity Series, so he is going into ARCA just to prove himself. RJ Bishop will be doing the ARCA Series over on his channel right there when that series starts up. Friesen, interesting move by the 85 team, wanting to try to go in the high line, but can't seem to make the move. Nice block by TJ Hanley, but a crossover move by Friesen. Hanley will lead the first lap. And already, they're starting to get aggressive right behind the leaders. Look at Adam Garcia. He's looking for redemption altogether. And look who's coming up to the front. Here comes Andrew Miller in the 98. That Motorcraft Ford is flying. And yeah, I guarantee you, they're already pushing the chips. They're like, let's go. Time to go. Oh, man, Jay Cook, look at the 99 there. He got a little going down there. Kind of bunched up the drivers right around him. Wow, what a block by Miller there. He did not want to give up that position. But Cole Baker said, you know what? Too late on the block. I'm going in. Oh, I hear a crash behind. Oh, it's my friend. It's Garcia. We're going to stick with the leaders. Miller's still through. Oh, and they're wrecking bad over there. That was turn 3 where they wrecked. And look at Benny Watson in the 74. Trying to get the lead off the turn off Carter Friesen. He's got a big bunch of drivers pushing him on that inside line. Can he get it, though, coming to the stripe? No, not really. Going to be Carter Friesen at the line, but now comes the fun part. We already know Andrew Miller made it by. Nathan Stapleton, Jackie Tang, Rob Evans, Patrick Smith. Oh, man, they must have got involved real badly there. Steve Pollard, Ryan Costa, and oh, Elijah Leonard in his final start. Oh, that is heartbreaking for the Banks Chevrolet. Adam Garcia, I saw him get involved. There he is. Sebastian Kukulon in the rear of the field. There's Sean Ard getting involved. James Elson. There's Michael Walton, the 21. He made it by. Where is Skylar Dixon at? There he is. He made it by as well. He's 21st right now. But the big heartbreak. We'll go to this one right here. Elijah Leonard. Poor guy just had no luck at all this season, and let alone this series and the 2 seasons he was in. I do want to thank him for being a part of the series, though, because always it's great to have many people over, and especially his time painting cars and all that he did. So he was looking forward to whatever happens in the future there in that Bang Chevrolet. Also Papa John's on the back there. Adam Garcia had a good start to the chase, and just like that, the last 4 races ended up in disaster, and he is out of it. What a tough heartbreak for Garcia there. That sucks. I doubt Elijah Leonard will continue, but we're just going to keep an eye and see. Nope, he's out of it. Ryan Acossi, C for him. That's it for him for Psychic Motorsports. He'll be a part of a new team next season for Xfinity on Jotto. So well, now that that's out of the way, Friesen is your leader. Let's go take a look at ourselves. Our first caution was around lap 3 of 21. Well, welcome back, as you're going to see what's going to cause the first caution. Keep an eye on the 87 of Leonard and the 1 of Ard. They were really only going 5 wide, but Leonard kind of squeezed the 1 into the wall there. And then it just went on from there. See Jay Cook, and then, oh, Evans kind of made a wreck right there. There's Stapleton, Steve Pollard. Adam Garcia just got clipped. Oh, Elijah Leonard went upside down. Same for Ryan Acosta, it looks like. One car got up in the air a little bit. That was Garcia. Jackie Tang went up and over. Patrick Smith was on his side. Look at Kukula on the 42. He was just trying to avoid the 87. As you look at Patrick Smith, he actually went up and over there, and no luck for the 42 right there. Jackie Tang also went up and over in that 81 as well, and Casa really went for a wild ride. But actually, a good number of drivers did. Holy cow. Man, Smith and Tang almost simultaneously flipping over. Or the Alliance Truck Parts Supra and the Taco Bell Chevrolet there. Man, they went for some wild rides right there. 15 was on his side and then went back on the four wheels. Costa at least went back on his four wheels and actually still continued to drive somehow. I don't know how he did, but interesting enough. There you see Walton and Dixon. They both got by, and you could tell for Walton's situation, he really had to check up, but a nice job by the 21 there to get through it. He went to the apron. He was actually in the rear of the field, which was very smart to be in the time. Let's take a look at his onboard camera here on the roof cam. He was at the perfect place where he needed to be and seen all of them wrecking, dove it down low, and didn't look back. Oh, wow, Demax and Vince Freeze made a little bit of contact right there, but nice save by both the drivers there. That checked up the 12 of Zorlin right there in the 12. I forgot to mention that's his final start altogether, too. I forgot about that, too. What about Dixon, the 77? Let's see his view that he had. He had to be in the real thick midst of it there, too. Oh, he did. Like I said, the seas parted ways there, and I'll tell you what, with Demax and Vince Freeze saving it right there, that was a big, little bit of a scare there, but they kept it together. Caution's out. Let's take it back to the green. Well, before we go back green, I did not know that these drivers were coming down pit road. Only one driver stayed out. That was Vince Freeze in the 90. Very surprising move, nonetheless. But there you see the drivers coming on down pit road. Like I mentioned, Vince Freeze, the only one staying out on this field. That's a very questionable call by the 90 team. And a little bit of a checkup over there, but now they're all good. Now this pit road is a little wonky, mainly due to the fact that there's only 2 lanes, but these drivers just don't know how to access the lanes properly here. And, ooh, Douglas, that was a little close there, but thankfully the 21 came to his pit stall there. Oh, look out. And Friesen, first one off pit road, a little bumping, but they're good. Benny Watson will be second. Yeah, they're using 3 lanes on pit road. Goodness gracious. Skylar Dixon, poor pit stop, but thankfully being an SS, not really much of a worry. Demax had to get a tiny buff out on the car there. One car leaving pit road a little late. That is Sean Arden, the 1. Has damage repaired, though, so at least he'll continue, but don't know what to expect, though. So Vince Freeze staying out, like I mentioned, that's a little questionable call. Oh, Garrett Sinder's got some right side damage on that 44 machine. Just keep an eye on the pack here. And looks like for the moment everyone's in good hands. I thought I heard the 39 get a bump to someone, but oh, look who's got damage. Joshua Sokoli in the 33. That's a buckle right there. I don't know who he hit, but man, that really messed up his car. That's going to really hurt aero-wise if he's going to be able to stay in the pack there. So his passing attempts may be futile there. If it's Freeze right now, like I mentioned, the leader. If not, it will be Freezing. Let's take it back to the green now. Pace car is giving us the 1 lap to go. Vince Freeze did not come down, so remember, he has still stayed out as the leader. A very questionable call for that 90 team, but they're hoping for that quick yellow for the second time to come out, but we shall see what happens. Out of the race, they include Patrick Smith, Rob Evans, Jackie Tang, Nathan Stapleton, Ryan Acosta, Steve Pollard. His final start, Elijah Leonard, Adam Garcia. All those are out of the race. 34 cars continue on the track. Remember, the 1 car's got damage. He's off the pace. He's still continuing, and the 42 is a little bump. I don't know if that's going to affect the 42 a lot, but we'll see what happens. Top 10 rundown. We go back to green. Will be Friesen, Watson, Baker, Aaron Douglas, Vital Muriego, Garrett Sidner, Bobo Jones, Jake Baskinger, TJ Hanley. His green flag is back underway. Oh, I hit the wrong button there. My bad. I hit the wrong button when that happens, since we're back green. Now, I have no idea what that 90's got in plan there. But like as mentioned, I guarantee he's probably hoping for that yellow to come out. I don't know if he just wanted to lead a lap, even though he's not bound for the championship. But then again, I don't make the rules at what these drivers are doing. And, oh, they're getting a little dicey up there right behind the top three there. They're really spreading out, going wide and all. And now they're going to settle back out. It's like Kukulon is getting affected there a little bit in that 42. And Skylar Dixon had to get held up right there, so this is not looking good for the most part. It's looking good for Andrew Miller in the 98. I don't know by how much, but at least for right now, it's looking really good. And I did want to check real quick, out of all the chasers that were out, only one is, and that was the 6 car of Garcia. So right there, that doesn't hurt the 90. That doesn't really help the 98 at all. That kind of hurt him, actually. Sean Hart off the pace there in that 1 machine. And Sicoli, oh man, that 33, you can see is feeling the effect. Losing his arrow right there, and you can see that Coors Light Chevrolet, definitely not what he needed at all. Skylar Dixon having a little bit of difficulty trying to get around Garrett Sidner and a few others there. Remember, Sidner restarted in the top 10 there, and that Dr. Pepper Corvette has fallen to the rear there. At least the good news for Dixon is that between him and Walton's not too far ahead of all the chasers that's there, but still, I guarantee you, 77 kind of want to be up there in the front, so. Oh, man, here they come. Now they're getting to the normals and Joltis racing that you're seeing there, folks. And look, at coming to line. Vince Freeze. Will he lead that lap? He barely did. It looked like it. He definitely did. But now he's going to lose the lead to Aaron Douglas. And all of a sudden, Michael Walton has now started to get up here into the fray of the pack. And he wants that lead over Douglas and Freeze. Now that they're coming into a big pack, I think this is where that outside line is going to be obsolete. Here you see that inside line really starting to work. And now look at Daniel Olson looking for his 3rd win of the season. I'll tell you what about that 5 team there. They have been outstanding this season, but you feel bad that Gardner did not give Olson another chance to redeem himself there. And he's already going to the ARCA Series next season as well. They'll have Colton Schwartz on board for the team. So they downgrade, actually. Oh, trouble! James Ellison! Jonathan Zorlin, 12! Oh, my goodness gracious! Walton, you see, got by the accident. Up and over. Oh, man, I could tell that was, it was Jonathan Zorlin! Andrew Miller, 3rd in the points. That's going to put an end and a dent to his championship hopes. Riley Keefe just got wrecked by Sean Ard. But Miller, what an outstanding season. And the Cinderella story strikes midnight for the 98 team. Douglas led at the line. Where is Dixon? There's Ellis in the 39. Oh, there's Skylar Dixon, and that car is not going to make it a pit road. That car's done. Oh, this is bad news for the 77 team. And that's good news if you're named Michael Walton in car 21. That is beautiful news. So it's all going to come down to Skylar Dixon probably not finishing this race. It's going to come down to the 21 wherever he finishes. 7 points between the two. Goodness me, though. The 12 went up and over in the air. And he took a wild ride that I haven't seen in quite some time. But Jonathan Zorlin, that's it for him and his final start in the NRSL series here. Skylar Dixon, you see that car's basically not going to I don't think it's going to continue. I doubt it. That car is just mangled. But we'll just see for the hell of it. And yep, he's out of it. So now that that's out of the way, if you're named Dixon, this is where you may want to get a little nervous. Because I know the 98's going to come down pit road. He's probably going to be out of the race. So that's another chase point right there. So now, let's look at real quick just who's out of the race. That's chasers that are out now. Garcia there, he's only going to get 1. Ellis at 2. Dixon's only going to have 3 chase points altogether. And there are no other chasers that got involved in that one that I've seen there. Probably going to be out of it. Probably Miller. So 7 drivers. See if he can do it. And where Walton's at, he's in good situation, but we'll be coming at less than 10 to go here. We'll find out in a bit what's going to happen. Now, if I were Vince Freeze, this would probably be a good time to come down pit road, I hope, at least. And he's not coming down. Wow, he's actually trying to stay out for whatever reason. I don't know why, but he is. Look at all the cars coming down pit road. Madison Tall, Travis Crampton, Gary Owen, Austin Yoakum, TJ Hanley, Marty Johnson, Brandon Cresta, Vince Almriego, Bobo Jones, and Joshua Sokolian. I think he actually got a little more damage on that 33 on the hood there, and I guarantee you, once that initial coming back to the pack thing happened there, the 33 team probably was not too happy about that there. The only thing I don't understand, though, some of these cars are really clean and they're coming down pit road, so Randy Crasso, definitely one of those drivers, without a doubt. Actually, never mind, he's got right side damage. Smacked the ball over there. Ray Johnson just ran into Bobo Jones right there. But there's Miller. He's going to still continue, but I guarantee his chase hopes have probably just diminished right there of getting involved. I guarantee he wanted Dixon and Walton to get involved in order to get a chance. Primarily Dixon, but yeah, that don't look good for the Motorcraft Ford. I guarantee if you're Team 98... Oh, I think he just retired. Yep, he's out of it. An oily issue. So, Aaron Douglas out in front. Just keep an eye on this pack right here. Just make sure they're okay. Remember that 4 cars got damaged from bumping into the 33, and I don't think it's just as bad as earlier, but he should be okay. Tall, for whatever reason, trying to get around Austin Yoke and give him a little bit of a bump there. All right, there you should be okay then. Caution's out. Douglas, your leader. Let's go take a look at the second caution. All right, we're taking a look at the helicopter cam. We're looking at Jonathan Zorlin the 12th. I think it's going to start a little bit lower than that. And look at that. They were 6 wide right there. And oh, man, they were about 7 wide, let alone 8 wide. Right where Ease in the 36 was. Oh, right there. The 99 of Cook going into one of the white cars that was there. Into Miller. There's Ellison going up and over. Goes to 39. Jonathan Hoff, Eli Bright. Oh, man, they had a wreck, a secondary wreck, and a third wreck, all right within the mix. You see Zorlin went up and over. There's Johnson. There's Miller. You see where he got involved there. Yoakum. And that 12 went up and over right there. And that Credit One Bank Audi right there. And he took a wild ride, went 12. And you could hardly see him with the smoke lingering. That was from Dixon, the 77. Look at him, how he got involved in a second. I mean, goodness me, with all the smoke going on my eyes, you just see he's going to go for a wild ride thanks to that grass right there, and that's what really hurt his car there. Zorlin for Fisher Motorsports there, and had a bit of a rough season there altogether, but they're going to have Malik Nevins on board next season, which is Fisher's cousin, so hopefully he does a little bit of a better job than Zorlin. And at least stepping over, he puts back on 4 wheels. Now let's go back. Let's see the secondary accident. Let's see at least where Dixon got involved in that 77. Let's go to him. I think he was a part of that secondary crash there. That may have been actually the first car that went around. Oh, no, he was in the rear of the field. We'll just stick to helicopter cam here. So he was in the rear of the field. He was at the right place, though, like where Walton was, but let's see where he made his mistake. Bobo just came right down onto the field. Oh, Riley had it saved. She goes into the 24. Oh, he wasn't paying attention with the 18 of Bright and just runs right into him just enough. Oh, man, but I have a feeling someone's going to hit him. Garrett Sidner, right there. And it wouldn't even look like he got involved that badly there, unless someone really hit him. I mean, he didn't even get hit that hard. Gives a little bump on the corner. That was it, really? Wow. The NR logic strikes again. Haven't seen that in, like, since Season 4 of the Cup Series. We had that part that happened in the 9th chase race. That's insane. So, let's go back. Let's go to where Eli Bright is in the 18. That's, I think, one of the drivers we got to really look at here that probably get a better look and figure out what exactly happened in that secondary wreck there. And he was just inside the top 10, too. Trying to hang on. So let's see here. I think that was Freeze in the 85 there that got into the 99 to Cook. Okay, there's the secondary accident. There's where Bright got involved. Wow, Cole Deaver barely missed that one. And Hoff at the last second got involved. Same for Guerra. That's tall. You've seen that back wreck right there. That's unbelievable how they got involved. Kugelheim made it by that accident. That's a good sign. Joachim Sidner. Oh, man, they just could not fit through in that accident. They got involved a little earlier, too, so. There's Riley Keith in the 3. Forgot to mention about her, and that was her final start altogether. And tough break for that Pepsi Mercedes right there. The Seg Heat cars keep getting dwindled down there, and it's a matter of time till they're probably going to run out of cars for a chance to win there. But a big wreck taking play here at Joltis. A lot of questions that's going to happen after this one when the restart comes on by. Douglas Alito, let's take it back to the green. Well, this could potentially be our last restart altogether this season. I have a good feeling it will be, unless a random moment happens from here on out. But I have a good feeling this is it, though. So make or break for a bunch of drivers here. And like I mentioned, if you're named Michael Walton, you look like you're in a pretty good situation, because that 7-point advantage that Skylar Dixon had is probably gone. We'll see what happens, though. We still got a race to finish. Out of the race, they include Jonathan Zorlin, James Ellison, Skylar Dixon, Sean Art, Eli Bright, Riley Keith. That's her final race altogether. It's going to end up with the DNF there. Cole Baker, Andrew Miller, that's third in the points. He's out of it. TJ Hanley are all out of the race. Green flag back underway. Top 10 rundown at the line was Eric Douglas, Daniel Olson, Vince Freeze, Cole Deaver, Eugene DeMax, Michael Walton, Carter Frieza, Jake Baskinger, Benny Watson, and Jake Cook. And keep in mind about the 90 team, they have not come down pit road altogether in this race. And right now, they're still P3. Again, I thought that second caution was going to come out. I thought that 90 team was going to come on down. And look where they're at. So remember about Walton. Let's just backtrack here. Remember, 7 points was the only bit of advantage that he had. We'll take a look. He's already in a good position. So say he passed that 90 car. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I do believe, I mean, we'll double check and be sure at the end of the race, but if he stays up in the front, his chances of winning the championship are in really good hands. Now, I believe if he passes Olsen and Douglas, he definitely will get the championship. If he doesn't, like where he's at right now, I believe this will be a tie. And if that's the case, we would have to look at the tiebreaker situation between Dixon and Walton to figure out who will win the championship from here on out. So I guarantee you Dixon is literally watching with fear. Look at Benny Watson up to P3 is that Hooters Corvette. Walton has now cleared Vince Freeze. Watson, for whatever reason, trying to use the high line. I think he's trying the crossover move on Olsen. But doesn't work out. That's going to allow Walton to go to the inside. Here comes Olsen down low for second. Watson hanging tough on that high line there. He's wanting to use it. He's wanting to try to risk it. No one's helping the 21. Douglas will hold on for now. Watson trying to get P2 in the middle. You got to give that 74 credit. He made it work. And now he's in the catbird seat trying to take the lead. Look at this there. Jake Baskinger, Ryan Griffin, a pair of teammates right there. For full throttle. They're just trying to do what they can to finish on a high note. They want to win. They don't care about that championship battle. He said, forget you, Michael. I'm going for a win. Douglas, remember for him, he's going to get a call up to Cup next season. But a final win would be nice for that 51 team. Right now, Walton in trouble. Here comes Watson for the lead. Here comes the Hooters Corvette. Oh my goodness, hell would freeze over if Watson would win, man. I'm telling you. This man has had one of the worst lucks out of NRSL history. If he can at least win this race, what an ending. It'd be on a high note. But Daniel Olsen says, forget your win. I am going for a third win altogether in that Mountain Dew Chevrolet before I go to ARCA. Walton's still clearly in this championship battle here. Still doing what he can. And where has Kukulon been altogether? Holy cow, that 42 has been stuck in the rear of the field. And here he is when it matters the most. Man, all these drivers right here, remember they got slightly involved and they lost the pack. Mainly got held up by another driver. These guys are really slow. Yoakum even slower. And look at this, Watson out in front. I can't believe I'm saying this. Benny Watson's going to lead a lap with 5 laps to go. Remember, he had a heartbreaker a couple of weeks ago, and he's looking for sweet redemption. Could today finally be the day? Cole Deaver hasn't had much of a season, though. However, he's just mainly getting ready to return to Cup when it's rented the most there. Now Olsen. Douglas. Freeze. Oh my. A bit of a yawn right there. Freeze, Griffin, Baskinger, all right within the mix. Eugene Max also here finally. Sebastian Kukulon. And Walton has fallen to the rear of the pack. I guarantee you, Dixon and Walton, they have got to be on the pins and needles at this point. They have to be so nervous right now. Because for Walton, he's got to get up to that front quickly there. That time's ticking. And remember, they're not going to deal with lap cars here. Oh, maybe Yoakum. I don't know. Walton still having difficulty in the rear of the field. Watson continuing to lead. Where is this form been all of a sudden? Olsen trying to make a move on the high line right there. This is where you can start using that multiple grooves right there with how many people are in this pack. Douglas trying to make a crossover. Couldn't make it work. That 5 is all over the back bumper of that Corvette. Now Douglas makes a move for second. Look at this. With the exception of Deaver and DeMax, it's a bunch of chasers behind Benny Watson. They're just passing each other because they just don't even care. But look at where all the chasers are, where it matters the most, up in front of the pack. The only guarantee for Michael Walton is at least he's got 2 chase drivers ahead of him. primarily being the 33 of Sicoli and the 95 of Crasta. Right now, even if he gets the pass on the 90, would not be enough right now. Under fire, here comes Douglas. He wants the lead right back. He said, your fame is over. I want it back. Douglas led at the line barely. Holy cow. Now that inside line is starting to form, Walton is starting to put it into go time. He's saying, time to go. With 3 laps to go. Did he time it right? Or is it just a bad move? Here comes Walton 3 wide for second. Deaver goes to the middle. Max goes low. Walton's got no draft, but he's making it work. DeMax is like at least a car length behind there. But he's making it work. Look at the run he's got off turn 2. But now he's starting to lose it because that draft is not kicking in. Now Daniel Olson, Benny Watson, and others passing him. No one's working with that 21 there. Now one person is. 2 to go when we cross the line for Aaron Douglas and Daniel Olson. Now that 21's in some draft, this is where, if you're named Michael, little Michael Walton there, he has got to really be smart on these decisions here, because this is where crunch time is really going to matter. 2 laps to go. Chasers within the top 3 right now. Walton's still having difficulty trying to get around some drivers. With that much pack that's there, the passing's getting a little difficult for that 21 team. Right now, he's passing Jake Baskinger. He's working on Carter Friesen next. Battle for third between Watson and Griffin. Oh, man, this final lap's going to be really intense there. I have no idea. They may approach Yoakum. I mean, Yoakum is only going 204. These guys are going 231. I don't know. They may. And if they do, oh boy, I really don't know. Look at Watson go for second. Freeze thought about helping him, but he's going to go to the high line. Watson's going to get Aaron Douglas's draft right there. And a good move by the 74. White flag when we come at the stripe here for Aaron Douglas. One more lap around Joltis. Who's going to get the win? Who's going to get the championship? Here comes Watson looking for the lead. He is trying so hard, trying to get this win. He's got the draft of the 5. Can he clear the 51? No, not enough. Now he does. Retaking the lead. Benny Watson. Update on Michael Walton. Here he comes under fire from Ryan Griffin, but may pass Vince Freeze. Baskinger working with the 29. Oh my God. There's 2 battles I'm so intense and worried about. I'm hoping Watson can do this, please. Walton is in that preferred line, though, being on that inside line. Here he goes, trying to get around Vince Freeze. Is he going to go 3 wide? He's going to try. Here he goes. This may help the 74 for the win. Oh, but the 21 couldn't get in. Baskinger and Griffin are trying to use the middle. Look at this, though. All behind the 74. I don't believe what I'm saying, folks. Coming off the final turn, Benny Watson, NRSL's cursed driver's gonna win it at Joltis. I don't believe it. I don't care if the voice crack. That is unbelievable. All this failure that he's had in the series, he's finally gonna make it pull off. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Watson has finally got a win, and I guarantee you, oh my God, I don't believe it. Flickinger has got to be jumping for joy that Watson finally got a win, and what a way to do it. Wow. Oh my God, I don't believe it. Hell has froze over today. Benny Watson is no longer cursed. He got a win in his final start. Oh my Jesus. So now, this is where the fun begins. Michael Walton, there you see him, he finished in the 6th position. How many chasers did he beat? Here we go, folks. Count with me. Ryan Griffin, 1. Carter Friesen, 2. Sebastian Kukulon, 3. Brandon Krasta, 4. I'm looking through here where the rest are. Joshua Sokoli, 5. And that looks like that is it, because I don't see any other chasers. And that looks like that's going to seal the fate. Skylar Dixon in car 77 will hold on by 2 points and will become the Season 9 NRSL Outback Xfinity Series champion. For that team, the sponsor, Dixon.com Toyota, is going to get the job done. Holy cow, he's going to win by 2 points over Michael Walton, who just fell short. And if he wanted the tie, he would have needed to get around Friesen Baskinger. If he wanted the championship, he needed to get around Olsen. But just not enough. Oh, man. Tough break for the 21 team. A valiant effort. But they're going to come up just short in that battle. Oh, man. But Benny Watson will be the winner of today's race. Oh, my. Hell's going to freeze today, I'm telling you. Douglas will get second. A great run for that 51 team. He'll be going up to Cup next season, so I know he's going to have bigger opportunities. Daniel Olsen will get third in his final Xfinity start of the season, but there's going to be a lot of questions that's going to be regarding him with Evans Gardner, especially with him going to ARCA. A lot of eyes will probably be on Evans and Colton Schwartz. Jake Baskinger in his final start, he'll end up in 4th. A valiant effort, a great job he did nonetheless. I forgot to mention he won at Kansas last week there, and I'll tell you what though, what an unbelievable career he's had. Definitely resurged himself the last couple of seasons, but just a little bit short on bound for a championship. Vince Freeze, gotta give credit to that rookie there. He definitely had an outstanding season. Ended up finishing 5th. I know there's going to be questions when that sophomore season comes around, because that sophomore slump is going to probably worry a bunch of drivers there. Michael Wall, very documented about him. His final start altogether, he'll come away 6th. I know there's going to be questions whether or not he'll ever come back. I don't know. But I know the door is always open for him to do that. Ryan Griffin, 7th his final start of the season. He'll get a good run. Eugene Max will get 8th. So not a bad effort for Texan Motorsports there, getting the top 10 for both their cars. Jay Cook will end up in 9th. And complete the top 10, Carter Friesen. So not a bad effort for both those drivers. They need some good runs. Friesen definitely the worst of the chasers. No luck at all whatsoever for the 85 team. Here we go for the final time. If we look at results. Unbelievable how some of these drivers were in this situation there. Kukulon. Just a quick talk about him. He'll end up 12th. I know he's in the situation like Olsen is, so questions are going to be on for him. What's going to happen there? So it should be interesting for him, but he'll end up 12th. Not a bad day for him altogether. He was up in the front of the pack, but just with all those cars that were wrecking, he just really needed something. He got involved a tiny bit in that wreck in the first one there, but he still hung around. Got to give that 42 team some credit. Brandon Krasta got 14th. Not a bad effort for that 95 team. Al Muriego will be a part of Bishop Family Racing next season. So it's going to be nice to see him get a second chance. Actually, a third chance, rather. Madison Tall, Nicholas Guerra, Gary Owen. Cole D forgot to mention he's going to go to the Cup Series next season. Marty Johnson, his final start, he'll end up 18th. He got involved in that wreck. He actually flipped, but he kept the car going. So at least a decent outing for that 4 team. Wish they would have got the win, though. Jonathan Hoff, Bobo Jones will end up finishing in the top 20. And find the rest of the drivers there. We got Sokoli, Matthew Eves, who definitely did not have a good season, but hopefully the second season could be a rebound for him. Travis Crampton, Garrett Sidner, Austin Yoke could be the last car to finish the race altogether. 26 on down. All out of the race after that one. So, unbelievable circumstances coming on by here. Benny Watson is a winner today, finally. And I mean, hard enough to believe that he got that job done there. He's had a miserable season there. But here we are, folks. We're back at pit road. Thank you guys for watching a crazy Xfinity series that came on by. And now the clouds are really coming on in. We've crowned ourselves an Xfinity champion. We'll be back in a few hours for the Cup Series that will transpire in those ones there. I know if your name's Skylar Dixon, party on, celebrate. You have barely held on. What an unbelievable season it's been altogether. Big thanks to everyone who's painted all the cars. I want to give a big thanks to a couple of drivers and people out there who really did a lot of painting and all and helping out with the series altogether. It's been a great honor. Thank you so much. I know I'm doing a lot more when we come to the Cup race and all that. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts. Subscribe part of the NRSL, subscribe button down below. You've been watching production of the NRSL where racing is living. Congrats to Benny Watson. I can't believe I'm saying that for the first time ever, finally. Thank God he won it in the finale, too. And congrats to Skylar Dixon on being a champion in the NRSL Outback Xfinity Series. Until then, this is your boy DeYoung signing off here from Joltis for the Xfinity Series. We will see you, like I said, in a couple hours for the Cup Series. Until then, goodbye, everybody. And, yeah, see you guys later.